Right. Okay, guys. Good morning and welcome back. Hope you guys can hear me properly. Right. Okay. So let's start the class. We are discussing the double entry system. Last week, I told you how to record that. We discussed about what is the double entry system, debit and credit. Right. So this knowledge is for everyone. Those who have done the commerce and those who didn't do the commerce for O levels. Am I clear to you guys? Right, for both, right? So we I told you how to record the transactions in ledger account, and even we prepare the trial balance. Understood? Right? We prepare the trial balance as well. Today what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue the thing. So I think it will take another 2-3 days. Within 2-3 days we can finish it. No hurry, because we have the backup for the paper class, right? Everything I'll cover in the paper class. Okay, guys, right? So we have the backup for the paper class, and that's it. Now there's one concern, right? So I want to tell you a few things, right? So this is regarding some few important information. This is regarding, now you know your class is like this, okay? So now you know your, when it comes to 2027, right? Theory class is on, a Sunday today, 11 to 1 p.m., right? So then paper revision class is on Monday, 8 to 10, the 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. This won't change now because some guys are having schools. Am I correct? The same time I'm using. So if I won't be able to do the class, I'll do the cover up class. Sometimes I won't be able in some situations, because still now, if so, I will cover anyhow, and I'm giving the free recordings. Is it clear? Right? Now another important thing, right? So you don't need to join for 2026 class, because it's a separate thing. These days I'm doing some free seminars. Hope you have some. You can. I did 2 seminars: accounting concept, right, and financial statements of sole trader. ඒක video tube ඔක්කොම මම දාලා තියෙන්නේ ඕනනම් බලන්න. It's okay for you. I understand, right? Especially the concept. There are 13 concepts. බලපුවා ඉන්න දාන්න බඩ තමයි. We did 13 concepts, right? I think it's very much important to you, because there are 13 concepts. Recordings තුනක් තියෙනවා. Tute එකක් දාලා තියෙනවා. පුළුවන් නම් බලන්න. It's good for you, because it's very much help for you prior to your first term test. I think the concept mostly testing in the second term, or the first term, but it's good for you. Am I clear to you guys? Right? So then you can cover it out. And the other thing, what I want to tell you in here. So other than that, financial statements of a sole trader, right? නෑ මේ කියන්නේ සාමාන්‍ය first term එකේ තමයි sole trader, and the concepts උත් දෙන්නේ. ඒතර මම financial statements of a sole trader මම ඔයගලන්ට කළා තියෙන්නේ. තේරෙනවද නම්? Can you hear me? Right? ඔයගලන්ට අවශ්‍ය නම් මම දෙන්නම් lesson plan එක. You can cover it out as well if you, then it's very really helpful to you, and you can wait out. And 2025 class එකක් මගේ යනවා. එක dates fix නෑ. That you have two things: financial accounting and the management account. You got two things, right? You got two things: financial accounting and the management accounting. Am I clear to you guys? Right? Financial accounting and the management. Then grade 13 වල තමයි මේ management accounting තියෙන්නේ. Right? Then the 2025 class I started recently. So I'm mixing the topics, and anyhow I will cover now. Now in here there are three main topics, right? Management accounting තියෙනවා, ඒකේ තියෙනවා, there are three things: concepts, right? Material control, labor cost, and the overhead cost. These are the three things, right? Then the CVP analysis, right? and the capital investment decisions, right? So these are there are like one, two, three, four under this part, and CVP analysis and capital investment decision, right? දැන් මම මේ ටික 2025 ක්ලාස් එකට කරනවා මේ ළඟදී. 2025 ක්ලාස් එකට කරනවා මේ ළඟදී බෝඩ next month first week ඉඳන් මම මේගොල්ලන්ට Thursday තමයි කරන්නේ. Thursday Friday දවස් අරගෙන revision plus past paper කරනවා. Easy clear to you guys? Am I audible? Right? These are grade 13 last lessons. Understand? You don't need the financial accounting knowledge. Clear to you? You don't need the partnership knowledge. You don't need the company accounts knowledge, right? So these are just management accounting lessons, right? ඔයාට ඕන නම් මේ ක්ලාස් එකටත් රෙජිස්ටර් වෙලා LMS එකේ වෙන LM account එකක් හදාගෙන, right? මේකට එන්න පුළුවන්. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් nearly this last only for 2-3 months. Easy clear, right? Like only 2 months, right? මොකද ඔයා මේ ටික දැම්ම cover කරගන්න නම් it's up to you. ඉසිත් නෑ වට අවුරුදු දෙකක්. But if you think okay, since I can cover it out, you can see මේකේ fees එක වෙන්නේ 3000. ඔයාට ගෙවා ගන්න අමාරුකමක් තියෙනවා. I'll try to give half or something. Check and tell me. මොකද මේකේ ටිකක් වැඩි වෙලාවකට සමහර දැන් ඔයාට ඉස්සරහට බැරි වෙයි because you are having schools, I think, right? So you are having schools, but you can refer the recordings. මොකද ඔයා කලින් ඒව කරගත්තොත් ඔයාට ඕනනම් අර දැන් you're planning to I need a good rank, I need to go for the island rank, understand, right? If you wish so, you can come and do it. This මේකේ හරි fixed time tables නෑ. මට පුළුවන් දවස්වලට මම දාලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට වැඩිපුරත් එක්ක දාලා කරනවා. මේ management accounting topics ටික. මේ මට ඔයා මේ ඇවිල්ලා you know this is for the internal purpose. Can you remember guys? You know management accounting is for the internal purposes. There's no any standards and other things are applicable, right? ගොඩක් වෙලාවට next month first week එකේ වගේ ඉඳන් I'm going to start it. Understood, right? So you can cover it from that class. So I will that is the important part. So this is for 2025 A levels. So ඔයගලන්ටත් ඕන නම් you can come and cover it, right? Okay, enough. Now you know when it comes to here, now you know I discussed about the trial balance as well, and we in here out of these four questions, you know, I did number one with you. Am I correct? I gave you the double entry, and last week in number two we did the recorded the double entries, correct? 203 I can't 203, and other two I'm keeping for the paper revision class. All clear to you? Right? Other two I'm keeping for the paper revision class, and we discussed about purchase return, sales return, bad debts, and the depreciation. If I ask you the double entry, now you should be able to tell me the double entries relevant to these things, right? Because these are really important in your future. Now, when it comes to the other parts, you know, trial balance, I told you, once we balance the ledger account, we take every BBF balances, understand, of the ledger account. Mostly asset and expenses accounts, balance board forward comes to the debit side. Liability, income and equity accounts, balance board forward to the credit side. Understand, right? So you know now when it by taking it we prepare the trial balance, right? You know, uh, right? So now if I take 5 assets accounts, right? Liability, equity, income, expense, right? You know, every account has a separate name. For an example, cash account is an asset account. Am I clear? Likewise, right? So you know those things comes to the BBF comes to the debit side, right? When it comes to liability accounts, you know BBF comes to the balance board forward comes to the credit side. Equity also BBF balance board forward comes to the credit side. Income accounts balance board forward to the credit side. right? Expense accounts, balance brought forward comes to the debit side. කියන්නේ increase side එකෙන් තමයි එන්නේ balance brought forward, right? Balance කරනවා කියන්නේ ledger account එක balance කරන විදිහ I told you. Now when we prepare the trial balance, right? So I'm giving trial balance, right? Account name. You know, every asset accounts mostly comes to here, liability, credit, equity, credit, income accounts, credit, expense accounts, debit, right? Once we balance this, you know, total assets should be, total debit side should be equal to total credit side. This implies two things I told you. Total debit entries equal to total credit entries, right? Balance, ledger counts, balance properly. Making කියන්න errors නැහැ කියලා. Right? Easy clear to you guys? Right? These are the two things. But just remember, sometimes the rules can be changed. For an example, drawings account. Drawings account කියන්න. It is an equity decreases account. Equity decreases account. Drawings accounting represent කරන්නේ every time owners withdrawals, right? Okay. එතකොට අපි trial balance එකට ඒ කියන්නේ equity accounts වලට යන්නේ හැමතිස්සෙම credit වුණාට drawings account එක trial balance එකේ debit side තියෙන්නේ. Send me a thumbs up if it, right? The rule can be changed in some instances, right? එහෙනම් දැන් මම මේ තාම ඔයාලට දෙන්නේ දැන්ට කරපුවෙන් විතරයි. තව ඉස්සරහට තියෙන rule වෙනස්, right? Return inwards. Return inwards කියන මොන type එකේ එකක්ද? දැන් පුළුවන් වෙනකොට අක් ගාලාගෙන I told you. Return inwards is which kind of an account? Return inwards means what? Credit sales returning. Am I clear to you? Right? In other words, we call it as sales return. Sales return. Sales is an income account. So sales return also income account. But similar like drawings, it is an income decreases account. Am I clear? Right? So income accounts balance brought forward credit side, but when it comes to the return inwards accounts, balance brought forward on which side? Debit side. Clear to you? Right? So return outwards, right? It is another word we call as purchase return account, right? Purchase is an expense account. When we return goods, it is also expense account, but expense decreases account. So it goes to the credit side, balance. Understand? Right? Now, bank account is an asset account, but if the bank account become as bank overdraft, I told you what is the term called bank overdraft. Again, ඔයගලන්ගේ A level වල නම් cash ම තමයි bank account වෙන්නේ. A level නම් O level නම් can you remember? We prepared one account for bank account as sorry, cash book for cash, bank account for the bank. Am I clear? Right? But in A levels, both cash and bank represent only in the cash. I'll tell you. Understand? Right? So then, in the case of bank overdraft, it is a liability. Bank overdraft means bank negative bank balance. Am I correct? ඒ කියන්නේ මම ඔයාලට කිව්වා negative bank balance. Negative bank balance. Which means what? You know, you can issue checks more than the bank balance. Am I clear? You can issue checks more than the bank balance. That is the term called negative bank balance. දැන් හිතන්න ඔයාගේ bank account එකේ තියෙන balance එක you know think it's like 5,000, but without knowing that you issue a check 7,000, right? So that person presented it to the bank, and my bank balance is 5,000, the other bank requesting 7,000. When my bank analyze my history, and if they think I'm a good customer, with using the bank's personal money, they at 2,000 and totally they transfer in 7,000. Am I clear to you? Right? So that bank money has gave 2,000. That 2,000 is the bank overdraft. It is a liability to the business. So it is a liability. So it goes to the credit side, bank overdraft account. And there are more. I'll give you another thing up to here. And you remember we discussed about depreciation. Am I clear? Right? So when it comes to depreciation, we discuss about accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation account is asset account. Without crediting to the cost, we credit to the accumulated depreciation. Can you remember? Right? It is an asset decreases account. So it goes to credit side, the trial balance. ඕවා මතක තියාගන්න. Because in future we need these things. Am I clear? There are more, but I'll stop in here. Then let's go to the trial balance. Okay, just write the heading trial balance and just draw this and as a summary and raise your hands. Write the heading trial balance. Just write it and raise your hand. Once you're done, raise your hands. Hold on. Right. Okay. Now let's see. So there are few information what you need to do using these things. You need to prepare the trial, right? Okay, let's prepare. So day's business, right? Let's do. Uh, Section number 5, page number 21. Section number 5, page number 21. Right. Okay. Just give. Can you do? Okay, let's see. Sorry, yeah. Right. So you need to prepare the trial balance. You know the full format, right? Account name, uh, ledger page, debit and credit. So we'll write the name as well. This is J's business. You can write J's business. We prepare trial balance at the end of the period. You can write J's business trial balance as at 31st December 2018, right? 31st December 2018. 31st March, sorry, March 2018. Account name, ledger page, debit, credit. Let's start number one. You know, in here, purchases is an expense. So, you know, the items we purchased recorded in here. So, purchase is an expense. So, we record under debit side. Easy, clear, you guys? Purchase is an expense. We record under debit side. Sales is an income, 75,000. So, income goes to the credit side. So, you can write 75,000. Number three, debtors are assets. You know, it comes to the debit side. Debtors 6,500. Creditors 7,000. Creditors 7,000. It goes to the bank loan 14,000. Liability credit side. Bank loan 14,000. Office equipment asset debit side. Office equipment 24,000 assets. Sundry income credit side. Sundry income, so income credit side, how much? 9,600. 9,600. Electricity expense 2,000, 5,400. Electricity expense 5,400. Salaries expense debit side 14,000. Salary expense debit side. Finish up here and raise your hands, then I can scroll down. Finish up to here and raise your hands, then I can scroll down. Hope all good. Right. Let's move forward. I'm going to scroll down now. Those they have done, balance it as well. Motor vehicle debit side 224,000. Motor vehicle debit side 224,000. Assets. Building rent paid. Paid means expense, right? Rent paid, it means an expense. So you know comes to the debit side 13,000. Building rent received is an income, right? Rent paid means expense 13,000. Building repair expense 3,700. Building repair expense. Building repair expense 3,700. Insurance expense 4,000. Expense 4,000. And the other thing, just clear, drawings is an equity, but its equity decreases upon. Can you hear me, guys? So it comes to the debit side. Drawings, debit side, 1,500. Drawings, debit side, 1,500. ළඟදිම මේ දුන්න ටික පාඩම් කරලා තියෙන exam එකක් told you, right? There will be the first term test, right? In near future. Study and come හිතන්න එපා online ආවා කියලා අම්මා exam අපේ ඉන්න right? අපේ ඉන්න බෑ, right? So you need to study, yeah. So I'm going to evaluate your marks and discuss with your parents as well, right? So make sure to study up to here. I'll give you some time, right? Cash 13,800 assets. Cash 13,800. Capital equity 252,300. Can anyone tell me whether it's balancing? If it is balancing, can you tell me the totals of the debit and credit? If it is balancing, can you tell me the totals of the debit and credit? Anyone?
It's balancing, sir.
Sorry?
It's balancing.
Balancing. How much?
357,900.
Sorry?
357,900.
900.
Yes.
Others, can you confirm me? That it's balancing. The same amount. I'm going to balance. I won't you answer. Just they can tell me once you finish raise. Once you done, raise your hands. The other question has been, and check whether it's balancing. We did the number 5. I want you to do the number 6 as well. This is of Amal's business. Question number 6, same page number. Copy. So this is question number 6, page number 22. Question number 6, page number 20. Right? This is whose business? This is Amal's business. Amal's business. Trial balance as at 31st December 2023. Account name, LF, debit. Okay, let's see. Inventory. Actually, there's no any inventory. This should be closing inventory or opening inventory, right? Okay, guys, easy clear to you, right? So because we maintain stocks purchase as purchase account, uh, sales and sales, just correct it as a closing inventory, right? Down to closing inventory we recorded, correct it as closing inventory. Right. Closing stock 180,000. Closing stock on the debit side 180,000. Sales is an income 450,000. Sales is an income 450,000. Accounts receivable. This is another name. Oh, no. Accounts receivable are two types: trade and non-trade. It is trade receivable, which means the debtors. Can you hear me, guys? Right? So account receivable, if it is trade, which means the debtors, right? So just account receivable, it is an asset, right? So 50,000 accounts receivable, 50,000 debit side. If it is account receivable related to trade, it is an assets, which means the debtors, right? Accounts receivable 50,000. Next one, accounts payable. Accounts payable is a liability 30,000. 30,000. Bank loan liability 60,000. Bank loan liability 60,000. Office equipment assets 90,000. Assets 1,000. Sundry income 6,000. Income 6,000. Utility expense 18,000. Debit side. Utility expense, it is expense debit side 18,000. Wages and salaries debit side 42,000. Wages and salaries 42,000. Motor vehicle debit side 500,000. Rent paid expense 20,000. Repair and maintenance expense debit side. Finish up here and raise your hands, then I can scroll down. Write everything up to here and raise. Right. I'll scroll down. Then next one. Insurance 15,000 expense. 15,000. Drawings, equity decreases, debit. Drawings, 7,000, debit. Cash, 30,000, assets. Building, 186, debit. Capital, 600,000, credit. Can you tell me whether it's balancing? Second, tell me whether it's balancing. So the total. Give me something, let me know. Any answer? Good. 1146, right? This others they can tell me 1146,000. 1,100,000, right? Finish it and check, check and tell me and raise your hand. Reduce the calculators, I told you. Huh? Once you done, raise your hand. Etuka done? Right. Okay. So this is all about the trial balance. This is enough. So when we are doing the big calculations, basically do that, right? Okay. Now you know I have given you the double entries. Just remember to remember. Then Profit or loss statement, we discuss about sales minus cost of sales, gross profit, other income, expenses, right? So account according to the matching concept, if you have joined to the accounting concept free seminar, you know what is the term for matching. Understand? According to the matching concept, don't worry, I'll teach in future. When calculating the profit or loss, it is necessary to compare income with the expenses incurred to generate that income. The difference between income and expenses is profit or loss. The profit or loss is recognized as a result of business operation, right? So I told you the format how to prepare the P and L and SFP, right? So let's do few things, right? Uh, Statement of profit or loss, right? This is the right heading profit or loss statement, right? Under that, right? Activity 7, 7, page number 23, page number 23. Keep 3 lines when you are drawing this, because everything we need to write a name. Whose business is this? This is Dinasha's business, right? I told you how we record Dinasha's business. Profit or loss statement. We take for the year ended, because we concern whole year income and expenses. Let's take 31st March 2025. No any uh, given dates. Better we can round it off to thousand. Right? In here we include only income and expenses. The format sales. They have given you the total sales 500,000. We are rounding off to thousands, so we write this the 500 minus cost of sales, which means cost we were to sell the stock, right? So it's 300, 300. So then the gross profit is 200. The gross profit, gross profit means profit which we earn through purchasing and selling stocks. Can you remember, guys? I told you how to calculate, right? Profit we earn through purchasing and selling stocks, right? Then any other income in here? There is a commission received, so it comes under other income, right? Gross profit plus other income, other income. Other incomes in here. Commission received 30,000. Commission received 30,000. So only that is the other income. So 230,000. From this we deduct different expenses. No need to categorize in here, but actually we need to categorize like distribution, administration, finance, and other. So insurance paid means expense, right? 20,000. 20,000. Electricity 10,000. 10,000. Salary is 40,000. Salary is 40,000. Just only that, right? So let's get the total of the expenses in here. You know it's rupees 70,000. 160,000. Here you guys see the net profit. Always try to round off to 1,000. It's better for you. Always try to round off to 1,000. Incident raise your hands. Chanali done? Yes. Okay. So in here there are many. I'll choose one. Another one. No. Yeah. Let's go with the question number 8, page number 24. Question number 8, page number. Whose business is this? This is Chena's business. Profit or loss statement. There are many things, so you need to be. They have given the sales and cost of sales. Chena's business. Profit or loss statement for the year at 31st March 2000. Now, first of all, you draw the structure. They have given you the cost of sales, so you don't need to calculate it, right? Sales minus cost of sales. They have given you. First, let's draw the structure, then the gross profit, right? There are many other income and expenses, right? So, plus other income, keep 7 8 lines, 7 8 lines, then the expenses. No need to categorize. Yeah, shall we categorize it now? Yeah, in here, because then you can have clear. I think I taught you about the categorization. Can you remember? Right? So we discussed in detail. So just out of those, we just take these things: distribution expenses, distribution expenses, right? Keep 7 8 lines. Administration expenses, selling and distribution both comes under here. In my categorization, I give you selling and distribution. Can you remember? Right? So then the selling and distribution both comes under distribution expenses. Office and administration expense both comes under here. Then keep 7 8 lines. Then the other expenses, only for that keep like 4 5 lines. Finally, finance expenses. Once you draw the structure, let me know. If there's any concern, send it to the chat box. Right, let's start. In here, in profit or loss statement, I told you previously, we include income and expenses. And I told you we prepare on the accrual basis. Can you remember, guys? What is the basis we apply? Accrual. Accrual means both cash basis and credit basis, income and expenses. For an example, cash and credit cash basis, which means එවෙලෙම සල්ලි දීලා ගන්න ඒවා sorry cash basis expenses කියන්නේ එවෙලෙම සල්ලි ගෙවනවා expense වලට යම්කිසි expense එකක් එවෙලෙ ගෙව්වේ නැත්නම් පස්සේ නම් ගෙවන්නේ it is if it is relevant for the time period we identifying here. Understand? That is the term called credit basis thing, right? Expense. Income also similar like සල්ලි වලින් හම්බුණාද දාලාද බලන්නේ සල්ලි වලින් හම්බෙච්ච ඉන්කම් උත් ගන්න. සල්ලි වලින් හම්බුනේ නැතත් time period එක relevant income උත් ගන්න. Right? Now you know in here there are two things, cash sales and credit sales. Both are sales. I told you cash sales කියන්නේ goods දීලා ඒ වෙලේ සල්ලි හම්බ වෙනවා. credit sales කියන්නේ goods දෙනවා සල්ලි හම්බෙලා හම්බෙන්නේ පස්සේ. Understand? Credit sales also relevant for the period, so we take both. 600,000. Let's round it off to thousands. It's easy for us. Plus 500. Okay. 1,100. Keep, right? Next one. Cost of sales 700. Cost of sales 700. 400. Am I clear to you? Right? Do it. I'll give you a few minutes. Try to allocate expense. Try, then I'll do it. Can you hear me, guys? Right? Give a try, then I'll do it. Yeah. Yeah. Distribute now. Look here. There were six, right? So in here I gave you six, right? One, but in here I wrote only four, right? Selling expenses also comes under distribution expenses. Just remember, selling expenses also comes under distribution. Is it clear to you guys? Understand? And the other thing, institutional expenses also comes under administration expenses. Just remember, right? Just remember, selling expenses also comes under distribution. Institutional also comes under administration. Shall we start? Let's. Stocks loss, right? So it comes under other expenses, basically, right? Not institutional, so not distribution or the selling also comes under here. Administration, right? Not finance. It is other expenses. Stock loss 30,000. You can write. Go to the other expenses, right? Stocks loss 30,000. Next one. Interest received 40,000. Other income, right? Other income. In when we receive interest, I'll explain it. What is the discount received, discount allowed later. Just remember, interest received. How much? It's rupees 40,000 comes under other income. Next one. Interest paid expense. Finance expense. Clear to you? Right? It's relevant to the bank account related things, right? The bank related things are, mostly we pay interest only for the bank loan, right? Not interest paid. How much? 20,000. Rent paid. It's related to the administration. Rent paid. Rent administration thing. 10,000. Commission paid. We pay commission, right? It's because of the selling and distribution. Am I clear to you? Right? So, because of selling the goods, we give the commission. So it goes to the distribution. Commission, commission දෙන්නේ මෙච්චර විකුණුවොත් මෙච්චර sale commission එකක් දෙනවා. Commission 20,000. Cash losses. සල්ලි අරගෙන යන හොරකම්. Other expense. Understand? Right? Cash losses 30,000. Cash losses, you know, that next one. Bank loan interest, right? Which kind? You know, it's because of the bank account thing, right? Finance expenses. Understand? Is it clear to you? Send me a thumbs up. Right. Bank loan interest. 10,000. Next one. Least interest. Least interest, which we can have least කළ වාහනයක් ගත්තොත් ඒකට කියවන interest, right? lease කළ වාහනයක් ගත්තොත් lease එකට දුන්නාට අපි interest එකක් දෙනවා. Can you hear me guys? Right? You will learn this in the company account. Goes to the finance. Least interest. $20,000. Building maintenance administration. 10,000. Building maintenance administration. Building building maintenance 10,000. Next one. Staff salaries. If the salary for the distribution staff, it is a distribution staff. In here, just only the staff salary means staff salary paid to the administration staff. Am I clear to you? If they tell you like selling per staff salary or the like trade staff salary, those are distribution. Just only staff salary means administration 10,000. Staff salary also. Advertising 30,000. Distribution advertising 30,000. Distribution. Donation granted goes to the other expenses. Donation. Donation දෙනවා කියන්නේ other expense 10,000. 10,000. Right? Donation. Investment income, other income 20,000. Income තියෙන්නේ මේක දෙකයිනේ, other income with sales විතරයිනේ. ඉතින් sales නෝන අනිකුත් ඔක්කොම මේකට investment. In the examination, if they ask you the total income of the business, you need to get sales plus other income total, right? In investment income 20,000. 20,000. Building insurance 40,000. Administration. Insurance. For the administration. Why we insurance the building? For the administration. Building insurance 40,000. Staff welfare. This also goes to the administration. $10,000. Next one. Telephone charges 20,000. Administration. Electricity 10,000. Administration. Administration. Because of the administration. Transport charges 40,000. Distribution. Donation received 10,000. ඇත්තටම මේව donation receive කියන එකක් ඇත්තටම business එක නෑ. මොන business එකකටද ළමයි for profit business එකට donation දෙන්නේ කවුරුත් දෙන්නේ. Am I clear you guys? Right? Not for profit organization එක දුන්නාට දැන් ඔයාලා යනවා keys එකට donation එකක් දීලා on right? එහෙම දෙන්නේ right? So donation received 10,000. Donation received 10,000. Now, actually, when it comes to the donation, you know, donation ඇත්තටම අපි ගන්නේ මේ මොනවාද not for profit organization එක විතරයි. Right? Right? Okay. Next one. Entertainment. දැන් මෙතන හරියට කියලා නෑ ළමයි පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. If the entertainment is for the staff, it goes to the administration. Is it clear to you? Right? If not, if it is like meal or other things, you can categorize under here. I'll just write it under here. It's fine. Entertainment 30,000. Right? Discount allowed. You know, in here initially were there discount received කලින් තිබ්බේ නේද? ආයි discount receive කරලා දෙනවා. Can you change it as discount allowed? Change it as discount allowed. Right? 20,000. It is a distribution expense. Just remember, you will learn in future. Discount received is another income. Discount allowed is an 20,000. Let's balance, huh? Let's balance. right? Total of the other income 70, then the 407. Am I clear to you guys? Just see. Then this is about the total, this is the total till up to the discounts. Right, let's see the total of the expenses. I want your support. How much the distribution? No, all the expenses are under minus, right? So it's 100, 130. Am I clear to you guys? Check whether the distribution 130. Correct? Right? Administration 10, 20, 30, 40, 80, 100, 110. Is that so? Right? Other expenses 30, 60, 90, 100. This is, if you miss something, let me know. I'll show it to you. हर expense category आप पेन्नන්න ඕන නම් කියන්න. Can you tell me the net profit and tell me the total? Just see again. This gross profit plus other income 470, distribution 130, administration 110, right? Other expenses 100, finance expense 50. Can you tell me the net profit? If you miss something, tell me. I'll show you the expense category.
$80, sir.
Sorry,
Net profit is 80.
net profit is 80.
Yeah.
Just others check and tell me. Net profit is 80. Finish it and raise your hand. Right? If you miss something, check and tell me. I'll show you. Right? Then you can do the other things as well. I'll do another day one thing, right? There are some adjustments as well. I'll do those things. Then SFP is there as well. මේ දෙක පොඩ්ඩක් කරලම තමයි මම ඊළඟට යන්නේ. Right? Then in here, and I told you the last question is the best one. So දෙකේ ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා. Can you hear me, guys? The last question, it's about Didula's business. Understand? Right? තව සති දෙක තුනක් වගේ යනවා to finish it. Right? Other things will be discussed in the paper class. You need to have the good knowledge. වෙලා අරන් කරමු. Right? So can't we use four? Yeah, no, we can use the 4 columns, not the 4 columns. Like 3 columns we can use. Samaning with the 3 columns can like amounts 3 columns and the description 1 column, which means 4 columns. We can use that as well. Understand? Right? In here, this is just a quick example. I use only 3 columns. It's fine. Future I'll do. Right. Enough. Fine. Right? I'll do other things on Monday. Still we are continuing the tutorial questions in the counting equation. Right? So we discussing the counting equation tutorial questions. Let's meet tomorrow 8:30 p.m. Thank you for the participation. Bye. Night. Sorry. Have a nice day. God bless.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.